Hello everyone, Amanda here from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk and thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to be creating a really lovely box using the window box die, window box thinlets. It's in the annual catalogue, and when it first came out it was super popular, and now we don't see so many projects made with it, and it's a huge shame because it is a beautiful, beautiful set. Now I'm basing my creation today on an idea that I saw visually on Pinterest. I will leave a link in the description box below to the lady whose picture it was that I saw, and I will also leave it over on my blog. I didn't use her measurements or exactly what she's done or follow a tutorial because it was all in French. And I do understand a bit of French and I can read a bit, but not a full blog post. So I just took the visual idea and just went with that and worked it out for myself. But I will leave the links. Some parts of this might be sped up whilst I glue and decide how I'm doing this. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a hat box. Okay, and then I'm going to decorate it beautifully. So, first of all, I have cut two pieces of you cut two of these to create one box, and they glue together like so. So that is your bottom and that is your top. And I've also cut out two circles, and I have used this old-fashioned tool called a compass, and the measurement of my compass is approximately 2.5 inches, which should make this, yeah, alright, okay, it's 5.5 inches in diameter. Okay, so there you go. So hopefully that will be the right size. I think it will be fine. So I'm going to start and create this. Now I may well fast forward as I'm doing it. We're just going to fold and crease all of the flaps and all of the sides, and then glue it all together. So I'm just folding and burnishing all of the flaps to create the boxes. So you do, as I say, need two pieces to create one box, but it's super easy. All the work's done for you. All the score lines are there. It's really, really easy to put together. I am going to use wet glue to attach my box together, and I'm going to show you in a second exactly the layout that you need. So there you go, that is how the box goes together. And using wet glue, I'm lining that up carefully, and it should all fold flat without bending, then you know you've got it right. I prefer using wet glue on creating this box because I think it holds better, and it will hold longer. I'm just pinching the rest of the score lines here to get it into a hexagonal shape, and I am gluing down one of the flaps, which would ideally be the base, but later on I decide that that is going to be the top in my wisdom. What I also have that you can just see there to the right hand side are two circles. These are going to be the base of my hat, the brim if you like, and I have created them using a compass which I set to approximately 2.25 inches, and drew myself two circles, cut them out by hand, and then I am going to glue them together so that they're nice and sturdy, and then I'm going to add my box to the centre, and that is our basic hat shape. From here on in it's all down to decoration, so you could do what you want. So there you can see me, I've decided to add the opening of the box to the brim there, so it opens from the bottom rather than from the top. I'm just finding the centre part of my circle to help me find the centre so I can stick my box on nice and central, so it looks, you know, as it should be, as it were. And then that really is it. From here on in, it is all purely down to decoration, which you can do yourself. I've done mine quite girly and shabby chic, and here I'm adding a 1-inch strip of petal pink cardstock, or it could be powder pink. I didn't really measure it, I was just lucky that that strip did fit. I do believe it's just cut from a A4 straight down at 1 inches. Again, I'm using wet glue so that it will hold nice and strongly and hopefully last longer. So on the top of this, I'm now going to be adding some of the beautiful polka dot tulle, and I'm literally just going to tie it in a knot. Wrap it round and tie it in a knot, and then I'm going to trim it. And I just thought that added a nice little bit of texture on top of the cardstock, which you can see through it because it's obviously delicately see through. And then I'm adding some of the rich razzleberry velvet ribbon. I will leave all of the products that I've used over on my blog, and all of the details and everything's over there, so do hop on over to scrimpingmommy.co.uk. So here I'm tying it in a bow, and then I'm getting it to lie exactly how I want it to. I'm going to trim those tails, and then I'm going to attach them to the brim of the hat with glue dots, because I want them to lay in a certain way and look really pretty. And ribbon doesn't always do what you ask it to, so I'm giving it a helping hand with some glue dots. And then I'm also going to make sure that that ribbon is sitting exactly how I want it over the top of the polka dot tulle, so that you can see everything in nice layers. I want it nice and neat. So I'm using the spatula part of my Take Your Pick tool, which is coming in very, very handy. It's an awesome tool. Now I am now adding some flowers, and I'm going to create these from the Delightful Daisy set. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 flowers, and I'm going to stamp 3 flowers to make 1 flower. So I'm going to be putting 3 layers on each flower. You will see that part of my video gets lost after here, and it doesn't show you in detail how I've made the flowers, and they're all of a sudden just attached to the hat. It was a lazy Sunday. I had to film at the same time as my family being in, and I've just lost that part of the video, so I do apologise. But I do show you here how I shape the flowers, and then all I've done after I've shaped them is lay 3 on top of one another with a dimensional in between to give extra dimension, which was a tip I recently was given by a lovely lady called Leslie. So there you go. So you will see I'm using my pokey tool here, and I'm literally just dragging on them petals, which makes it curl, and then you flip it over and you press down in the middle. So here we are, the flowers are done. I missed that part of the video, and they're already attached onto my hat. As I say, with dimensionals, it looks super pretty. And we're going to continue with the rest, and I've decided I want to add a butterfly. So I am stamping using the painted glass stamp set to create my butterflies, and I'm using the petal pink ink. I'm going to be adding a little bit of colour with the sponge dauber and a little bit of sparkle with some Wink of Stella. Now I chose not to get the thinlets for these. Everybody has a certain budget, and mine didn't stretch to these thinlets, so I am fussy cutting them. It's not difficult once you get a hang of it. It's quite easy, and it meant I had money to spend on more stamps. So what I'm going to do when I finish cutting them, I'm going to add some shape to them, a little bit of shape to the butterfly wings using my bone folder. There you go, and then I'm going to push it in the middle, and I'm inking the back so you don't see any white, and then I'm going to attach that to my hat with more dimensionals. Okay, and there we go. I think I do, yes, I do add 2 of the butterflies, so I'm cutting another, same process, shaping it, cutting it out, shaping it, beg your pardon, and then attaching it with dimensionals. And that really is all there is to it. You could choose your own colours, you can choose your own decorations, you can do whatever you want. But I think this is a really lovely, lovely project to try. And I think you would enjoy giving it a try. So there's the finished project. And I think it's turned out really lovely. Don't forget all of the details are over on my blog at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Bye for now.